Hey, thanks for checking out the Legacy Podcast. My name is Ante Perkoff, pronounced like Dante, but without the D. Today we're talking about something that affects almost every family at some point, downsizing. Let's be clear. Downsizing is not just about square footage. It's not just about moving from a big house to a smaller one. It's about turning the page to a new chapter in life. And like any chapter worth writing, it comes with complexity. For many homeowners, downsizing is a way to gain freedom from maintenance, from clutter, from the sense of being weighed down by a home that no longer fits their lifestyle. It's about getting closer to loved ones, simplifying your daily life, and having more peace of mind for the future. But that doesn't mean it's easy. The process can stir up emotions, create tension in families, raise big questions about legacy, memories, and identity. This isn't just a physical move. It's an emotional one, deeply. It's a journey that asks us to embrace change and to let go of things we've held on to for years and to step boldly into what comes next. Let's start by talking about why people choose to downsize in the first place. I think there are some obvious reasons. Health concerns, for example. A big house with stairs, uneven terrain can become a challenge as we get older, and we're all getting there. Many people look for a single-level home or move to a community that's designed with accessibility in mind. Finances also play a major role. Downsizing often means lower property taxes, or lower utility bills, less money spent on repairs, lawn care, upkeep. And when you sell a larger home, you may be unlocking equity that can be reinvested, even into travel or retirement or gifting opportunities for the next generation. But here's the truth that doesn't always get talked about. The deeper motivations are emotional. A home that once held a house full of people may now feel empty. And sometimes it's not just the quiet, it's the weight of the memories that people live with. For some, it feels too heavy. For others, it's simply a time to stop managing the house and start experiencing more of life outside of it. And when adult children begin to see the signs in their parents, when they gently suggest it might be time to reconsider a move, it's important to approach the conversation with empathy, always. Because while downsizing might be a practical solution, it's also an emotional reckoning. Letting go of a family home is hard. It's the place where your kids grew up, where you hosted holidays, where your mom made her famous Sunday sauce, or where you stood at the door watching your son drive off to college for the first time. It's not just drywall and tile and flooring, it's the settling of your family story. And that emotional connection can make every step of the process feel harder than expected. So how do we navigate that? I think first we recognize that it's okay to feel all the weight of it, that grief and relief can exist in that same moment, that you can be excited for what's next and still mourn what's being left behind. And for adult children helping their parents navigate the process, remember, pushing for quick decisions rarely ends well. What helps is compassion, listening, reminding your parents that memories don't live in objects, that they live in the people who shared them. One helpful approach, create a memory box. Encourage your loved one to save a few special items, a birthday card here, or a photo or a recipe in their mother's handwriting, or take pictures of the home and the garden and the front porch and put them in that memory box, because you're not erasing history, you're preserving it, just in a different way. Now you need to talk about family dynamics, because no conversation without downsizing is complete without acknowledging them. Sometimes the kids are more sentimental than the parents. Sometimes one sibling wants to keep everything while another one wants to rent a dumpster on the first day and move on, throw everything away. It's just human nature. We all grieve and we all move forward differently. We all assign meaning to different things. So if you're in that situation, try to involve everyone early. Get aligned on goals. And if it gets tense, which it probably will, bring in a neutral third party. Could be an organizer, real estate agent, an estate attorney, anybody who can help bring peace of mind and keep things moving forward. Now, if you shift to the practical side, because downsizing doesn't happen overnight, it's not just a move, it's a process. So the first tip I would have is to start early. Ideally, you'd begin a year in advance if you had that kind of, forethought. Start small, one room at a time. Begin with the basement or the attic, places where decisions are a little easier because stuff's kind of been stuck there for a while. Don't try to do the whole house in a weekend. That's a recipe for overwhelm and regret, disaster. Second, get some help. Downsizing is exhausting physically, emotionally, and mentally. This is not the time to go it alone. Bring in family, hire a professional organizer. Even a few hours of help can make a massive difference. Third, make a floor plan of a new space. It helps to take the guesswork out of what to keep and what won't fit. It also helps keep you from showing up at your new place with 3 sofas and nowhere to put them. Fourth, and this is big, plan for the future. Don't just choose a new home that works for today. Choose one that will work also for tomorrow. Look for wider doorways, no step entries, proximity to healthcare. Future proofing is also peace of mind. And finally, don't forget the role of legacy and estate planning in all of this. When you sell a family home, you're not just cashing out, you're closing a chapter. And how that chapter ends matters. Work with a professional who understands the tax implications. Talk to your heirs about sentimental items before there's confusion or conflict or hurt feelings. Be clear about what happens next. Whether you're selling, gifting, or repurposing the property, have a plan. It brings clarity, and clarity brings peace. So here's the big idea I want to leave you with today. Downsizing isn't just about what you're giving up. It's about what you're making room for. Freedom, flexibility, focus. The ability to live more simply and more intentionally. When done thoughtfully, downsizing is an act of love. It protects your legacy. It honors your memories. And it clears a path for whatever comes next. For homeowners and families going through this, know you're not alone. It's hard, true, but it's also an opportunity, a chance to write this beautiful new chapter we've been talking about. And we're here to help you do just that. So thanks for tuning in to the Legacy Podcast. Check me out at anteperkoff.com, and we will see you next time.